Unfortunately, I wanted to go to Rune Prana just to get... I wanted to go to Leon Karnak so I could save here and then start the next episode. As soon as I walk in here, cutscene started. So, let's go all the way to the top. Phew, that was exhausting. Yes, we have our food, we have our juice. Oh, also, some information came in recently. Apparently 50,000 health isn't the max. The actual maximum health is over 2 million. However... Oh, wait. Hold on. Why does that not do damage? I'm sorry. Is my... Where is it? My fire stat is higher than my water stat. I shouldn't have any... I don't have any specific water resistances. So why is the water attack not hurting me? None of that thing's attacks hurt me. But, like, why? Also, I can totally ship out, like, both of these. Potentially. Also, according to some somewhat simple calculations, it seems like the max amount of money that one can get per day just by shipping out stuff is about 540 million. So that's going to get a lot of stuff for making potions. Also, someone had mentioned that you can give people as many love potions per day as you wish. So I'm sure that'll also be helpful. Oh gosh. All this extra int is sure making the boss fight easy. Yeah, let me just go hide in a corner for a little bit. And here you are. Why are you so much bigger now? Did you like... Again, why do the water attacks do nothing? My magic defense is like 700. Okay, now... Very dire entry. So we know that we have 7 levels of Rune Prana. And then the game is, like, over. So... Oh gosh. Hold up. Eat that. Do this. Run in. Oh yeah, that'd be easy. Gosh, fortunately, with this exact amount of health and defenses, I stay at a low amount of HP, so I can still take a potion. Okay. Okay, so I did just save. But this is Nancy that we have going on here, and everyone is still here. Hi, what's up? What is in your collection?
Thank you very much.
Wait a second. Vishnu, what are you doing in here?
Such poor weather.
Okay, I took it. Gosh, so much stuff left unshipped. What do I do? I should probably just ship it all out, right? Make sure that I have everything shipped. Magic defense up by a half-decent margin. And let's just throw these foods in here. How many more golden turnips do we still have? Like a lot, right? Yeah, like a lot, yeah. Okay. Let's go right back. So, actually, hold on. We should take some cake instead. Because our attack is decent as is. Of course, can be improved because we're not doing the one-shots. But let's try some cake instead. Because like I mentioned, my defenses are at like 700. But with a bit of cake, they go up to like 900. Gosh, that isn't a lot more. Okay, so let's take some of these eggs. And let's take some of this milk. Let's go back in here. Go with the mixer. Let's make some butter. Out of level 9 milk, let's make 2 level 9 butter. I might not have sweet powder, but... I don't have strawberries. Hi. Hi, what's up? Are you selling strawberries right now? No, you're selling different reds. Also, again, apple is still only level 1. But apple tree seeds are like level 10. Why can't I get better apples? Same thing is true with grapes. I know I must have shipped out some high-level grapes. So I could do save scumming until I get strawberries. Or I could just accept that I'm going to have just a level 5 cake. So let's do that. Call the airship, the Karnak, and run. So now our magic attack isn't quite as high as we'd like, but we can just run right through. Okay. Where's the gate? Oh gosh, the gate teleports. The gate is a ghost. Okay, yeah, that's like a 3-shot instead of just a 2-shot. That goes away fast enough. Hey, we got a level. Okay. Oh gosh, the gate. Alright. Ah. Push all potions down to the bottom again. And individualize them. I guess we don't necessarily have to push them to the bottom if we only have, you know, so many items in total. Yeah, you missed. Who knows, maybe I should use some of that blue crystal now. And try making some, Meh. Oh gosh, no, 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 no. Okay, maybe I should try just some ice cream. No, I'm fine. Oh, that's right. Shoot. Okay, so that's a problem. If they are in like if they are dying and get healed, they come right back. So, hold up. So, as I was saying, brother, yes, we did get sealed at some point while running through. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Which room do we eat this in? Apparently this room is safe. Alright. We have 60% fire resistance right now. And that's how much that matters. Okay. New plan. Yeah, new plan. Hold up. So, instead of all of this other stuff, shoot, which one was the one for it? Wait a second. Auto mode? No. No. Sajero Hill. Was it this one? Right. This one. Okay. We don't have a fishing rod, so it doesn't even matter. So let's go all the way back home. And where's our fishing rod? Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to go with the lamp squid strategy. Because honestly, the fire resistance, unless we had 100% fire resistance, that's not going to work. And I don't think we're going to get, yeah, fire resist 10%, 20%. Royal curry, which I think we need an emery flower, is only 50%. Yeah. Ice cream is base 30% fire resist, but at level 9 ice cream, it's only 60, so ice cream isn't going to do it. I guess we could use a Prelude to Love. What do we have to do to make a Prelude to Love? The only issue is that that also, like, seriously reduces our max HP. I think someone was talking about a Prelude to Love earlier, though, in that... Oh yeah, pink melon and a strawberry and a mixer. You know what? Let's see if we can make a good one, but I don't think we have good pink melon, though. We also don't have strawberries. We could make a decent Prelude to Love and just hope that gives us our fire resistance. Or we can go and fish. So let's go Idra Cave and see if we can fish up something good. I think it's supposed to be that pond. Yo, what up? No. Fishing rod. Yo, come on, fish. Tell me what you want. Okay, wait, hold on. This isn't squid. There's supposed to be a pool here that only has squid. Oh, I was like, oh, what's that redfish going on there? Fishing rod only playthrough. Uh-oh. Fishing rod only playthrough, but like... Nope. Nope. you go to attack an enemy with the fishing rod, accidentally just, like, go after something else. Drat, where was this? Hold on. Okay. Turns out there's, like, 3 ponds in this area. What? Hold on. You're, like, barely even hurting me. I'm still taking, like, knockback and stuff. Where's the purple switch? We need to hit the purple switch if we want to go fishing. What's going on? Purple switch can't be up here, because this is past a purple switch. I think purple switch is literally by the fishing pond, and we can't go there now. I mean, like, what? Yeah, because we can't go that way. Can we just not go to that room with the pond anymore? Wait, what? Hold on, was I... Either I went to pause and it failed, or I went to unpause and that failed instead. So, all of that time we just spent You know what? Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop the recording and see what was going on. So, as it turns out, I had somehow, like, not unpaused when I spent a few in-game hours just fishing. One, it turns out that we can go to that one pond area that it looked like we couldn't, and 2, it's the pond right next to the entrance that's supposed to have squids and stuff. I got a 100 centimeter, like, time-in, whatever. And now that's not even on footage anymore, but I have a time-in at least. It's sitting in the fridge. Not that matters so much. We couldn't find a lamp squid. I figure I'll just have Intelligizer for the rest of the evening. Yeah, I figure I'll just have Intelligizer for the rest of the evening. And then go and talk to Arthur in, well, the morning-ish, whatever. And see if I can find either lamp squid or grilled lamp squid. Because, I mean, we'd have to wait for morning anyway in order to get the frying pan from Porcaline anyway, so no point in waiting. I mean, no point in not waiting, whatever. So yeah, just eat a whole bunch of Intelligizer now, get our intelligence up nice and high, as you do. And, oh yeah, also buy a couple of level 10 strawberries, because I'm actually surprised that we're out. Like, wow. I wonder if using, another thing, but I wonder if using, like, giant crops in recipes that use normal crops has a better effect. Like, probably not. If you use, like, a giant pink melon and giant strawberry, if that would do anything extra. Gosh, I'm always so, like, dissorted whenever I go just a few days without playing. But yeah, I'll go and off camera talk to Arthur for a few hours and see if I can get something to get seal attack, so I can just get the seal attack, go into the room with all of the mages in it, try to seal as many as possible, try to survive and seal as many as possible, and then if they all get sealed, I can easily kill them without them healing each other, because as it stands, even if I kill them while they're dying, they can get brought right back to life, which kinda sucks. Oh yeah, that's right, there was plant, wasn't there? There was the golden turnip, because now it's like level 8. Yeah, now it's like level 8, we can buy level 8 golden turnips, and I just bought like 1,000 level 5 turnips, so whoops, but whatevs. We still wouldn't be able to make a level 10 dish anyway, until we get a level 10 golden turnip, so it doesn't really matter too much. Like, most it could do is reduce the amount of seeds we need from like 2 seeds down to like 1. By the way, we need more turnip seeds. Need to go and buy some of those. I really hope it doesn't typhoon. Hold up. Yeah, now I have Rune Prana to go to, and it is a bit tricky, mostly because it's just rooms filled with enemies, so I have to, like, steal hard. If I spend a few days, instead of raising intelligence, just raising vitality, I'm sure things are going to go a lot better. Whoop. Call it a day. It's almost 6 a.m. I better go to sleep for 2 minutes.
Good morning.
Oh.
Did you know?
So it's still raining. These all growing. Okay, I have blue crystal, that's going well. I have stuff in there that's going well. Well, you know. I have stuff in here that's supposed to ship out nice and well, so 100 million, that's a lot. Ship out hot food. Oh, that's right, that's right. There's a thing that needs hot fruit to make this formulate. Yeah, because that reduces HP maximum. That's the thing the person was talking about. If you drink a level 10 formulate, your maximum HP goes down to 1, but your current HP stays the same. Or at least that's what it's supposed to be. So you can drink a formulate, and then it'll try to take 1/4 of your max HP, round it up, so 1. Every time you try to, you know, do a thing, like say crafting stuff, because your rune points should stay the same. So with that, you can make just an obsessive amount of like things. Huh, normally this place is like locked. Do you trust me now?
Yes.
Hey, Arthur! Come with me and we'll be in a world of pure imagination. Don't come with me,
Welcome.
and you'll be in a world of pain.
Welcome.
Hey, Timon, I just caught one. No, I haven't shipped it out, obviously. Oh, right, it has Feint Attack. Feint Attack is cool. I remember I put some effort into wanting to get one of these to get a 100% Feint Attack weapon. Okay, you don't have any of the stuff I need, so I'm gonna just go.
Please come again.
Now that I know that I have your attention. So, I'm just gonna say it now. This is gonna take a while, so, how long will it take? Well, long enough that we're able to find love potions instead.
Thank you very much.
So you know what? Screw it. It's not a good use of our funds, but let's spend, 123 million G's on, and just buy a couple of love potions. You know how it is? Sometimes you just want to buy... Did they really not program in a limit? Oh, wow. I wonder if you could spend enough that it literally just goes for like a whole hour. Imagine an April Fool's episode of this where it's just... for an hour. Hold on, we're almost there. We're almost there. So anyway...
Please come. What do you think? Please come again.
So, yeah, someone said that we could use as much of these as we want. Was... Arthur? Arthur, right here. He's at 7. Actually... we go like... wait, Arthur's at 7? Maybe we should do this to someone else. Yo, Doug, where are you? Okay, so Doug is at 6, and the bar is still in the 0 line.
Yo.
So I know he'll like it if I give him 1. Wait, now I'm feeling weird. What was that stuff? Anyway. So if I give him 1... see, he's a little bit more friendly now. But if I give him another... yeah, he says the same things again, but... let's try giving him just the whole stack. If it doesn't work, we'll have to reset. No. No. Oh, wait a second. Hold on, that's Leon. Where's Doug? Oh, there he is. It looks like it has kept on having an effect. Also, Raven's at 11. So it looks like we can successfully drug everybody in town. You know what? Screw it. I think I want to try getting all lovey-dovey smothery with Arthur. So let's give him all of it. For I've always liked you. I think there's some random event where you get like love potion, you have to bring it along town, but like you talk to like everybody in town along the way. And it's like, and like if you examine it specifically, has a note like does not affect main character, but like its effects works like by smell, so like everyone starts like falling in love and you're just there like, doesn't affect main character. I wonder what that's all about. So anyway, he's still only at like 9. Hi. I don't know, it sounds kind of creepy when I fast forward through his speech like that. Wait. So Arthur is at 10. So I go here.
Yes. Yes. Well then, good morning. Yes. What? Yes. Excuse me.
Oh. We buy love potions from you. You know that we've been using love potions on you. Like this entire time. Actually, what if I... Okay, so I have you at level 10. Hey, Doug, come over here real quick. Let's try to get everyone up to level 10. Just for that one, like, event thing. Like, how many do I even need? Because it took, like, a stack to get Arthur from, like, 7 to, like, 9. Right? And, like, Doug is already at 9. How much does one actually do? Oh, gosh. Like, half a bar. Okay. And, yeah, it was... I mean, choice number 1 is Forte, and then it's, like... pretty much all of the other bachelorettes in town, including Ventuswell, even though she's not technically a bachelorette. And then it's either Arthur or Keel is my next choice, but Keel's like a child, whatever. Okay, but you're at level 10 now, right? Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 19. Only 19 people to go now. Actually, hold on a second.
What's up?
Let me buy some strawberries.
Yep.
Actually, I think I might need a few eggplants, won't I? I don't know, I'm gonna buy a few anyway. Actually, what do I need for a vitality drink? Vitalizer, and I have protein. Oh shoot, wait. Do I need like medicine bread plus to get the other recipes from this? Okay, well, I don't know what the green one is for. No, I have blue. I don't know what blue crystal is for. It's probably something useful. Oh, right. Like, everyone will give you, like, a potion. Wait, medicine?
Morning.
You know what, Barrett? You can have one. Thanks, I appreciate it. He's the only one who doesn't take a drink from the stuff that some stranger gives him. Doors, yeah, stop T-posing. Hey. So what do you want to bet that the medical potion was just like her like potion, like her medicine that she was supposed to take herself, and she's like, I don't want this. You can have it. So let's see. No seal attack. I really do think though that the best opportunity would be for cake, but we need strawberries. Cake or Prelude to Love are the two like most plausible ones. So let's try to farm up some strawberries. On to... Sorry. I was accidentally on a different tab when I hit play. Anyway. Unfortunately, flour is level 1, but hey, we have level 6 sweet powder. We're not doing so well on the eggs, though. What's wrong with the eggs? Shouldn't we have much higher level eggs? We're all for good eggs. Yeah, we should have... Okay, we have a level 6 egg, at least. Level 10, that's like level 8. We can have level... Yeah, level 9. We have as an option here, so... Level 7 butter. Didn't we just make, like, level 9 butter? Yes, we did. So let's hope that this is a higher level cake that gives, like, more vitality and stuff. And let's go down to the mixer and cook ourselves some... Oh gosh, heart juice. Hey, fire resistance. Hey, wait a second. What do we need for heavy spice? Do we have hot food at level 10? Because, hey, if, No, I think that would be... not so great. Yeah, we have this. Level 9, level 10? Oh, yeah, those are all level 9s. Whoops. Whatever, level 9 Prelude to Love. That's, Water resist minus 10%. Poison resist, seal resist, paralysis resist. Interesting, but hey, yeah, we can have a couple hundred vitality. And, oh yeah, all elemental resistances are at above 100, or at 100, except love is at 200%. I'm going to go real quick and buy some more pink melon. Whoa, wait. If you hold down Y, it just skips all the text.
What's up?
Wow, I didn't know that.
Thanks. Come again.
I don't know why I hit Y. Yeah, if you go...
Here.
I think I was like hitting Y to like keep the potion, and I started talking to someone for some reason. I was like, oh, by the way... Okay, so Prelude to level 9. Level 10 gives over 100% resistances, including... There we go, fire resist 107%. So let's put everything else back in the fridge. Let's keep the cake. I guess let's keep the potions. Actually, yeah, do this. Yeah! Yeah! Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Where are my there we go. Yeah, my potions. This is fine. And... Okay. We can at least grab some extra turnip miracles. If we could find them. Turnip heaven, that's the thing. Just to have all this stuff, like, be shipped out. It's not cluttering up the fridge. It's not going to fill up the shipping bin, but this is at least a fair large chunk of things. that we can have, you know, shipped. And now we don't even have to worry about it. And everything is going to be totally perfect. See, that's only about 18 million of the way there. Honestly. Oh, that's right, that's right. We still have skills and this counter and everything. I forgot about it because it's been so long since we've gotten a skill point. Honestly, I'm probably going to just throw all of these pineapples into the storage. Oh gosh. Into storage. I mean, like, into shipping. How many pineapples can we go? Well, it's 300 stacks of 9, so, you know, 300 times 9, 2,700. It's still not level 10 milk. Love me more! Wonder if I could give, what is it, love potion to my pets to make all of them love me at level 99. 'Cause I wonder if... Although I don't really think that they could provide stuff beyond level 10. Oh gosh, original Rune Factory getting stuff up to level 100. If I was trying to get like a fully complete file... Huh. Well, first of all, that's unfortunate. I just had a thought, and it's like, yeah, Rune Factory, the original came out, and it's like, oh, a Fantasy Harvest Moon. This looks like it'll be worth checking out. I'll go and play this. And like, yeah, it was great. Like, seriously. And then I was like, okay, Rune Factory 2, Rune Factory 3. Nothing. I don't think I've ever played Rune Factory 2 or Rune Factory 3. And then Rune Factory 4 comes out for 3DS, because the previous ones were for original DS. But yeah. Actually... Shoot, I'm not sure. No, it came out in 2012. I'm not completely certain, but when I got my 3DS, I also got like a couple of games to go with it. Like it came with like that Legend of Zelda game, but I think it had also been given like the Ocarina of Time like 3D like remaster or whatever, and it's like I'd been given like a Kingdom Hearts game that I still haven't played. Sorry, Mom. Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, which is like, you know, my first Pokemon games since Generation 1. I wonder if one of those games was Rune Factory 4, because I don't think so. Because like Rune Factory isn't the whole, it's like, oh, you're getting your child a 3DS? Here, throw in Rune Factory 4 for them. I think I got a Harvest Moon game, though. 1 or 2 Harvest Moon games. That was like... A Harvest Moon game came out for 3DS, and like that was the tipping point. That was like, okay, I kind of wanted one before, and now I definitely want a 3DS. Because of... There's a Harvest Moon game out for it. And like the irony behind that is that I played it till like the middle of the first summer, and then like stopped playing it forever. Because of 2 things I've already mentioned about the design of the game in question, but yeah, I played it and then I stopped. But yeah, I think, but I don't know what it was, but like I was like looking for more like 3DS games to get, and I found Rune Factory 4. I'm like, oh right, Rune Factory, that was awesome. I got Rune Factory 4. I'm like, alright, this is interesting. I'm gonna... It's like, Rune Factory... It's like, alright, this is interesting, and I just played it, and... Yeah, I went back to my old file on it. I think I beat the game, I'm not sure. I should check things out. Gosh. I have all of the, all of the seasonal, like, crystal flowers already. Or at the very least, I can buy their seeds at the store. Like, the highest one is, like, level 2. Like, I have like a few seeds at level 10, like turnip and like toy herb. But most of them are still like level 1 because I never bothered to actually like raise them. And I'm pretty certain that was my first file. I was level 202, as I recall, on that file. So, a little bit of way to go before I tie there. I do recall being able to go through the Charon's maze there. Oh gosh, yeah, sorry, just thinking about like the 3DS and stuff. Like, I still have my 3DS, obviously. I still have like my Game Boy Color. I did somewhat inherit my dad's original Game Boy, but unfortunately it got lost, and then we moved, and it was like never found again. So unless it's it's either in a box of old stuff, like with my school reports and whatever, and it's just sitting in storage and has never been like seen the light of day this millennium, or it's or it got like stuck in a nook or cranny of the house, and who knows, maybe somebody found a random Game Boy in there back in, I don't even want to think. Actually, we would have moved out of that house in around 2000. 2001, 2002? So yeah, someone moved in and they wound up finding a Game Boy, so not the worst thing that you can find in your new house, I guess, but anyway, yeah. I have my 3DS. It's literally just sitting, like, in my dresser right next to me. I was able to pull it out and check up on some stuff on it, and who knows, maybe I'm reasonably certain I can't get my 3DS to actually, like, capture on my computer, because I don't think I can connect it to a HDMI port to throw it into my capture card. But I can do an emulator and just emulate all those old games on it again. Call the airship, just go to all the fields. Oh gosh. Yeah, just, like, who knows, just, yeah, do a capture card and just play through all of those old games that I had on there, like Pokemon X and Pokemon Y, because I don't know, why not? Who knows, maybe I could do, like, a randomizer of Pokemon X. For the record, yes, I was Pokemon X over Pokemon Y. I like the blue over the red. That's the thing. Back in Gen 1, I had Pokemon Blue and my cousin got Pokemon Red, and that was like my choice to get Pokemon Blue. Had nothing to do with the Sandshrews. Nothing at all. I still have that original thing. It has like my initials like written on it in pen, because I wrote on there. It's like, oh, so it doesn't get mixed up with my cousins, you know, because this one is blue and the other one is red, but let me just write my initials on it. Actually, it wasn't even me. I think it was my grandmother or my mom. It was all like, hey, I'll write your initials on this. And, like, I don't know why, but the ink of the pen, like, did not stick to the paper on, like, the cartridge. Remember? It had, like, just a thing of paper, like, glued onto it. I was gonna say something along the lines of, hey, remember playing on, like, cartridges for games? But it's like, this is the Switch. It literally takes cartridges. Little, tiny little ones that they've had to, like, scientifically alter to taste, like, sour so children don't try to eat them. Back in my day, children didn't eat game cartridges. They were much too big. Imagine some, like, 3-year-old getting their hands on, like, a Nintendo cartridge and like, just trying to, like, swallow the thing whole. Like, you're not gonna do it, kid. But then, like, even with the DS, like, those cartridges were smaller than the Switch cartridges, and I didn't hear about children swallowing those. Maybe they did anyway, but I didn't hear about it. There's a lot that I just don't hear about. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days. That was the Kingdom Hearts game. Never wound up playing it. I don't know why. Kingdom Hearts has always been, like, so weird for me, because, like, the original Kingdom Hearts game I got as a birthday present, I think it was my 12th birthday? Yes. because that was before I started going to that other school. So yeah, my 12th birthday, like, I had a friend who, like, knew I had a PS2, and, like, he didn't have one, so he bought me the Kingdom Hearts game as a birthday gift, and we spent, like, several hours on my birthday, playing Kingdom Hearts together. I don't think we even left the Destiny Island, but we played it together for hours, and that was awesome. And then it's, like, I got, like, I had a DS, and I was, like, given a Kingdom Hearts game for it as a gift. When I got my 3DS, I was given one as a gift. I think I did buy Kingdom Hearts 2 for myself, though. And that was, like, probably one of the last games made for PS2. Oh gosh, so many level 9s. And I just put, like, Greenifer and, like, all of that. Alright, anyway. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Also, this being at... Like, just let me have this luxury. Thank you. Gosh, what was it? But yeah, I barely even played the one for, like, original DS either. I don't know what it is. I played all the way through Kingdom Hearts and Kingdom Hearts 2. At least I got to the endings of both of them. And I was like, cool, I reached the end. Let me not play this again. Like, ever. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that after I beat the game, like, I don't feel the want to, like, delve into the lore and stuff, because it's like, oh, we intentionally tried to make this as difficult as possible to understand. Rah ha ha. Nobody's going to be able to understand it. I'm like, cool. I'm not going to try. One little thing about this. HP heals up by a lot, but HP max minus 100% and RP max... Oh, hold on. RP max minus 100% as well. So our health and rune points are going to be both, like, 1. So that's gonna suck. Also, we have some extra milk. So basically, try to take care of the mages. Hope that they only shoot fire. They are fire mages after all. Hey, thanks. No, I can take it from here. I'm good. Nope, I would love to be able to drink this. No, you don't. Okay, so it managed an attack that wasn't a fire attack. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. Vitality goes down too? No wonder I died. Holy, let me just get a double check on the on what that thing gives. Okay. Yeah, so vitality, yeah. Strength plus 5, vitality minus 100%, int plus 5, and then all of these resistances. So Prelude to Love is not the answer. Let's just eat cake. And if this still doesn't work, I don't know. By the way, I brought out all of my 3DS games. Literally took like 2 seconds. Like Harvest Moon, this bunch of Fire Emblem games that I got, because I got like so into Fire Emblem for a little while. But one game I got like seriously into, and I never got to finish, well, I never wound up finishing, is this Final Fantasy Explorers game, and that game was like awesome. Why are they all right there? That's just cheap. Just trying to think here. But I think the answer might actually just be get the squid for the seal attack. And, like, run in with, like, Steel Heart active or whatever, but... Ah! Well, sorry, just... I want to look through these games, because these games are more important than this game right now. We have Fire Emblem Fates Conquest, Pokemon X, Final Fantasy Explorers, Fire Emblem Echoes. I haven't beat any of these Fire Emblem games. I haven't even beat Pokemon X. I didn't beat the Elite Four. Fire Emblem Fates Birthright. I have Conquest on the other side. Etrian Mystery Dungeon and Theatrhythm. I remember getting both of those at the same time. Because I've been playing Etrian Mystery Dungeon, like the demo, and I was like, oh, this is like really cool and solid. I would love to like have this. Oh, I'm sorry, what? And I had also been having fun playing the demo of Theatrhythm, which is like Theatrhythm Final Fantasy current call, whatever. I forgot to eat the cake. But like, this should be helping my vitality stuff, right? Because like my defenses go from like 700s or so to like 900s. Anyway, so I've been playing the demos of both of those, and I wanted both of the games. Okay, with those 4 knights and those 2 mages, I don't think I can really get through, can I? So, I was liking the game so much that I decided to, like, go down to, like, the local game store around here. Katana. Hey, this has a little bit of feint attack on it, too. That's cute. Yeah, I decided to go down to my, local, like, video game store, NEB Games specifically, just to, like, you know, order these games. So I should still have... No, I don't keep my... Okay, can I take a fireball and live? Yes, but I can't take any, like, non-element attacks. Alright, perfect. Yeah, I just have to hope that they only use element attacks constantly, because that little pink puff of fire stuff is really bad for my health. Like that. Okay, and I can't reach all of them either. That's also a problem, even with my full charge. I guess I have to... Huh. I guess I just have to go and keep reloading the room until they're, like, literally all on the top. And if any on the side, I just have to leave and come back in, and then leave and come back in. And then leave and come back in. So yeah, I went down, and but I only found Etrian Mystery Dungeon, like, on the shelf. It's like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. And so is that. So the person working there was like, oh, did you find everything okay? I'm like, well, actually, I was also wanting to get this one other game, Theatrhythm, but it doesn't seem to be on the shelf. And the fellow there is like, oh, hold on a second. And so he goes and, like, pulls out a copy of it and, like, runs it through the machine. It's like, oh, yeah, that would be $1. It's like, what? It's like, oh, yeah, I don't know why, but we have it listed for, like, $1. It's like, can I get 4 copies? So up on my shelf in my kitchen, I have like 2 more copies of Theatrhythm just sitting there. Because I wanted to give copies to my friends, but not all my friends had a 3DS. And just like, if I can get a game for $1 and it's like a good game, might as well just get extra copies to give to friends, you know? No, no, not the pink stuff. But I need to do this. Because now the fireballs won't push me back while I'm trying to charge. We had it! So, yeah. I bought one game for like full retail price, something that I try to avoid doing nowadays. Of course, I'm gonna pay full retail price for Moon Factory 5. I'm not gonna wait for a discount on that. But I hardly ever buy games for full retail anymore. Seriously, yeah, why can't those mages be water? Apparently I'm immune to water damage. For no particular reason. No to that. And no to that, no. Come on, we got this. I wonder if it was only on the original, like, 3DS version where you don't lose, like, max health. Oh, come on. Oh, this is just being annoying. So anyway, yeah. I'm not really fond of, like, turn-based battle games so much. Like, I'll play them if they have something really good for them, but generally if I see a game is like, oh, turn-based combat, I'm like, yeah. I don't know why I like real-time combat. I mean, I'm bad at it, so I don't... As to show, I'm bad at it. So I don't know why I like it so much, but I do, and I go for it, like, all the time, despite being bad at it. So, essentially, I have to wait for... I have to get here and get the prelude, and then I just have to wait for nobody to be up there and don't get hit by any of the smoke or the pink smoke. Because that stuff isn't elements, at least it's not elements that I'm resisting. And in case you wondered why I wanted the Steel Heart stance active for this, also if you notice it takes up literally no rune points. If you only have like 1, it takes up 0. Okay. Again, with like 7 of them there's gonna be smoke constantly, but I'm sure I can do this. And I'm also... Yeah, speaking of like real-time versus turn-based games, I'm also not sure why I got so into whatever it's called. It's literally written right in front of me. Fire Emblem. Because that's a lot of turn-based, but it's also like on a grid. It's not like those older turn-based games like, okay, you go, they go, you go, they go, and it's like, hey, actually like move around and stuff and do things. And like, I've been playing Fire Emblem on the channel. Like you can upgrade your units, which is something that I really like. But again, there is a reason why I have not yet beaten a Fire Emblem game. No, not even 3 houses. First time I'm gonna beat that is with Chandra. If we actually manage to get to the end. Because she's all like busy with college. Anyway, let's see, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, that's here, because, you know, Alpha Sapphire Mega Ruby came out. I found the Pokemon contest, and I was like, oh, no, this is what I'm doing, and kind of stopped playing. Fantasy Life, which everyone said, oh my gosh, this game is awesome, it's like a RPG, and you can have, like, all these different classes, and blah, 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 but it's like, oh, hey, I want to be a sewer, like a tailor, like, okay, go all the way back to the main area, get the tailor class, and then go into this. Like, ooh, I want to be, I don't know, a gardener. Okay, walk all the way back to the center area, change class. Oh, it's like, oh, you're not a gardener right now. You can't do this thing. You have to go all the way back to the main hub, change your class, go all the way back and do the thing. Oh, you want to do this now? Okay, go back to the main hub, change your class, do this thing. Go back to the hub, change it. So, like, yeah, sure, you can have all of the, like, 10 or so different classes, but only one at a time. You can't be like, say, have 2 fighting classes, at once and be all like, hey, I'm going to fight as like a ranger and a wizard. Gonna enhance my arrows with spells and then fire them. I said, nope. Kind of, and it's like, oh, I want this new class. Cool, take a 2-hour-long tutorial on this. That's all dialogue that could have been summed up in like a few bullet points. Literally. Also, why am I still paused? It's like so much drag to the game, and it could have been really good, or at least decently good. But they added so much drag to it, it was just bad. No, no, no. No, you don't. Shoot, when I charge up, I can't get away from the fire! And the other 3DS game that I have here on this 3DS, like on the outside of the display case, is Bravely Second. Holy dragons, shut up! Wait a second, going here locks us. Like, there are 3 giant dragons there and they're all blocking the left door. Like, let me just run away! So yeah, Bravely Second, which is not Bravely Default 2. It is a sequel to Bravely Default, but not Bravely Default 2, which is something specifically different. So yeah, I can stand like literally at the edge here and like not be able to hit them. So even if I get rid of all the ones up there, I still can't get it. But if they all spawn up there, then they're definitely going to start... Like, that one in the top right corner, I want to go and kill that one first. Just, like, start at one edge and, like, work my way around. Okay, apparently the red fire is also bad. So, let's end the episode here. But yeah, Bravely Second, which I played a little bit of the beginning of, and I then stopped, and I don't know why. Because I played so much of the original Bravely Default. Oh yeah. Super Mario 3D Land, the Kingdom Hearts game, another Harvest Moon, Zelda, oh, Etrian Dynasty 5, wait a second. I don't remember Etrian Dynasty 5. I remember all of these other games, including Conception 2, which again turned into just a massive, boring grind fest that was probably not mandatory, but even with the grinding, the bosses were still tough. So I was like, I was doing too much grinding, and it wasn't even enough grinding for the bosses. Like, why? Zelda Triforce Heroes, which I still want to try in 3-player, because it's made for that. Ocarina of Time 3D. I think I downloaded Majora's Mask. Link. Oh yeah, I bought A Link Between Worlds, because I didn't realize that I had to, like, put in a, like... The 3DS didn't come with A Link Between Worlds. It came with a code to download A Link Between Worlds. So I turn on the 3DS, it doesn't have the game. It's like it's supposed to come with it, but it didn't. It's like, oh, in with all the instructions, there's a little code. It's like, oh, by the way, put this in your 3DS and like the store and you can download this game. It's like, they really should have just had it pre-installed on the Legend of Zelda 3DS, you know? Maybe that's just me? Nah.